You see the streamers now, and you're like, oh, they've been this rich forever. That's not the case at all. Most streamers make it in their early 20s, if not before. Come on, most of them have never really experienced normal adult life. Ludwig.
You're gonna retire?
Oh, yeah.
I used to touch grass. It's true.
So you want to make an impact, and your body doesn't quit. When is enough impact? Is there a line where you've impacted enough?
No.
I can't live like this. Like, I have to really focus on health. You feel like you're falling apart, dying slowly, inside and out.
I went into the onsen with him, and let's just say he's not Drizzy Drake.
Oh.
All of y'all have been on I Spent a Day With before. Can y'all just talk about your experience on I Spent a Day With and what the reception was like from your audience?
It was not a day, and I felt a little upset about that.
Anthony Padilla's a liar and didn't want to get food with me after.
That's messed up. That's actually messed up. I didn't even ask. He asked me to get food after.
I mean, he was probably busy.
Yeah, where's he right now?
Lined up. Like, I'm sure he like records a lot of these episodes in one day.
That's really interesting that you say that, because he DM'd me at like 25 minutes before showing up to this thing, where he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm not gonna be there.
Yeah.
Did he tell you that he wasn't today? He told me last night he wouldn't be here. He's a swindler.
He is a bit of a swindler.
But he's cute.
Are you trying to not look hot? Yeah, lighting is bad. What do you want me to do? Chat. Like, what do you want me to do? I can't change the lighting.
So we're here anyway.
I know. It's just like, God, I'm such a sucker for a pretty face. It's messed up.
God. You know, I was a little worried about this episode because I was gonna be between these guys.
The thing is, I only listen to women, so I won't be listening to you for this entire show.
Shallow ass fan base. True. Thank you, Fed Hair Shanks.
And I'm gonna listen to you,
Yay!
and you guys are gonna listen to us, legendary streamers, talk about assumptions.
Lady Mel says, do they even sleep? Also, do they sometimes walk around in life and forget that they're not streaming?
This guy doesn't sleep.
That's not true.
This girl doesn't sleep.
Do you sleep?
Yeah, 8 hours a night.
I
have
sleep.
to sleep. I'm old.
I sleep
You're not old, no.
8 hours.
You're so lame. I hate you. I hate that I could tell you thought about it and you're like, you can hold it back.
No,
just couldn't hold it back.
It was one of those things where it's better if you just move past
No,
it.
you're so young. You're so
You
young.
stayed there.
Buy
You're
something when
old.
20.
You are old.
Eat shit.
You are
Eat shit.
so
Eat shit.
old.
You guys
It's
are
not
both
even
north of 30.
funny.
You're both north of 30.
I know,
Okay,
and you're
okay.
close.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
so
We're
close.
gonna start talking about age.
You're gonna be 30 soon.
One
Yeah,
thing
it's
I
gonna be
learned
awesome.
is that we need to have good sleep to perform and do better for our other work. So I have to sleep. And I love sleeping. It's like, I'm off.
Well, the second part of this was, do you ever feel like you're streaming when you're not live? And I have called groups of people chat by accident, which is very embarrassing.
Do I ever forget that I'm streaming? No, but do I ever dream that I'm streaming? Yes.
Dude,
Ew.
that's so embarrassing.
You have dreams that you're streaming?
You don't have to say everything out loud on this.
Well, I thought we were clarifying assumptions.
Well, it's like the dream.
Wait, that's so.
Are you banning someone?
Oh my gosh.
No, you guys
Are
want to know?
you fighting with viewers in your dreams?
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I'm not
like...
even. I'm having really long, complicated, fact-based, empirical, evidence-based arguments in my dream. I'm not even
This is
kidding.
true.
I do that all the time. It's probably really sad. Why did I admit that? You're right.
No, that's lit. That's lit.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm a
This is
little
cool.
worried about you. Like, are you sure it's even a dream or was this real life?
No, it's definitely. But I sometimes I wake up and I'm like, damn, that was a really good argument. I should remember that. So it's like I feel like my brain is working. Even when I'm sleeping, my brain is like I'm contributing to like the content for the.
It's not even a joke. What I just described to you is literally how I operate. I think I've just like convinced myself. Like I've broken my brain so much that I'm like, I need to max out on every aspect of my life. And I feel like sleep is a waste of time if I'm not maximizing. I'm min-maxing in my sleep.
The day.
Outside of stream, do y'all censor yourselves more or like think about like, do you have the terms of service just like constantly around your head, or do you feel like you're can just separate that once you get off stream?
I think offline or like online, you have to be very cognizant about personal information. I think that's the biggest thing. And so like offline, you can talk more freely, but I still even get scared like sending a text with like an address or like a Discord message.
Same.
Yeah, I'm extra cautious about what I'm saying. Like, what can be shown. Like, even if I'm not recording and stuff, like, looking around before I, like, type in an address or something, so.
Because you've had stuff like leak before.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah.
Stuff leaks all the time. I also, like, realized, for example, yesterday, I was recording and I started talking in terms, like streaming terms. And I also realized how desensitized I am because I described my voice as a rotting, depressed teenager is how I described the sound of my voice. And I had like a bunch of normies around me.
You're doing it right now. You said normies.
Yeah, normies, like people that don't stream or
Right.
like just outside of like the streaming culture. And I
Call 'em
realized like that's
civilians.
such a horrible thing to say to like normal people that
Yeah.
touch grass. And the looks that they gave me when I said that they were so concerned. And I realized
Because they're like real humans who are like, dude, why is she so mean to herself?
yeah, I was like, why did I say that? I was like,
Yeah.
that's so cringe. Don't ever say that. So
Streamers use a lot of terms that are endemic to streaming. And if they say it in real life, it's cringe. But when Kai does it, it's cool. He taught a generation about Riz.
But Riz isn't a streaming term.
It kind of came from Kai though. And phantom tax, that's a streaming term. But when I say
no,
poggers
none of
at the
those-
grocery store, I'm a freak.
yeah,
Two different
saying
reasons.
Pog in
One-
real life is crazy.
Kai is cool and you're not. So there's that. You're lame.
First off, Madge.
You're okay. Thank you for proving my point. Those are not endemic to streaming. Those are normal concepts. The phantom tax is a pre-existing concept that has existed in the fat boy sphere for a very long time. It's just been repurposed into phantom taxing his friends. So now it's known as the phantom tax. But
I think it's-
but you're not a fat guy, so you don't know.
I used
As
to
a
be.
fat boy, do not steal fat valor.
Oh, you're
Don't even
guarding
do
it.
it.
You're gatekeeping fat
Yes,
Valor.
I'm gatekeeping it. Don't try to steal fat. What was that? Are you gonna get in on this? Are you gonna be like, I was fat too?
No, I was super skinny.
Yeah. At least you're honest. Thank you. You dishonest. But yeah, no, that concept is like a concept that existed. Riz is like charisma. It's just
But like, okay,
those are.
poggers is just something cool.
I don't think I use any of those terms. Like I'm such a boomer from day one. Like I was so normie when I
Never
first.
said Pog in front of a person that doesn't watch streams.
No. I rarely say pog. When I say it as a joke on stream sometimes, but even then it's like super rare. I don't use
You said you do during IRL streams, especially Japan. Yeah, that's like me streaming. So I'm saying it as a meme.
emotes. I don't really watch a lot of streams in general. I don't watch Twitch streams. I don't watch YouTube streams at all. One, because I don't have time. Two, when the limited moments that I'm not online, I like to consume, more professional content, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
dagger
no,
through my heart.
straight up.
That's actually W.
What?
Skibbity.
What do you don't watch streams? You watch streams as market research.
I watch
think.
streams every day.
I
love
watch
streaming.
streams every day.
I literally got a Twitch recap and it said I watch streams 366 days of the year.
Who's your number one stream?
Tarek.
Where was I on the list?
What's the next assumption?
Wow.
Streamers are constantly paranoid that they haven't ended their stream.
I accidentally went live when I was trying to record
Oh my
something.
gosh.
Luckily, the cam was off, but it was it was so traumatic. I never uploaded this video, but it was supposed to be a draw my life video. And so I was trying to record like my life.
Did they hear the
story.
audio?
They heard the audio.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
It was so cringe.
Oh,
I
you're
go
so
live,
cringe.
the camera's
You left yours on for like 20 minutes the other day. It wasn't on. The stream was off. It was still serving from the server. I didn't shut off the server, but there was nothing that was being served other than the top of the hour ad break. Yes, chat, you got me. Serving the top of the hour ad break. I said serve. Here's the 3-minute ad now. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
off. It's just a black screen, and I'm just reading my life story. And then I look at chat, it's just Bible thumps.
Yeah.
Like,
What an avant-garde stream she's doing today.
yeah,
Damn, you're cringe.
It was rough.
I've never had that problem.
Well, it's because you're always live, so you can never accidentally go live.
Well, I guess that's true. It's just like it's very formulaic. So it's just
You got your ritual.
usually 11 a.m. I sit in front of the computer and I turn on OBS.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is
Yeah.
a sunny 64 degrees
do that.
here in Los Angeles. And I'm pretending to chew nicotine gum.
Oh, that's nice. you watch my streams.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah, okay.
Streamers are incredibly wealthy and now no longer relatable because of it.
I agree. 100%.
Are you rich?
Yeah. Yes. I'm very lucky.
You know what it
Very
reminds
lucky,
me of? Is
very rich.
it's like comedians. Because like I think streamers are similar to comedians in the sense that early on, it's easy to relate to this person across the screen because they're maybe interested in a similar hobby or video game as you. And then like comedians will get like wealthy, they'll write a new hour of stand-up and then it'll be about their wealthy problems as
Yeah.
opposed to like the relatable, struggling through life problems.
Yes.
And then people like them less. And like, so I think Kevin Hart's got a lot of shit for this. And I understand why he gets the shit. And I think the same thing happens to streamers because it's not even like they're writing bits and jokes for an hour. They're just talking about their life and their problems. And my problem was that I went to the Grammys and I spent $500 on hot dogs. And that's like a real thing that happened. I thought it was kind of funny. But like, admittedly, I got to go to the Grammys and I got to spend $500 on hot dogs, right? Like it's kind of a scam. It's kind of a funny story, but it's a much different issue than I had 6 years ago, which was I bet my last $100 on a game of Mario Party and lost, which I think is more relatable.
I think, like, ironically, one of the reasons why I have, this is funny to say because everyone's gonna say, Hasan, you're so unrelatable. You love flying in private jets or whatever, which is not true. But my hobby is basically sitting there and getting angry about the news. I don't really have a lot of real life experiences that normally someone who is as wealthy as I am would have. Like, I feel like people in my financial situation are not spending 8 hours a day online.
Online, yeah, they'd be.
So I think that has kept me surprisingly relatable.
I feel like it's hard to see chat.
I should have said surprisingly relatable to other brain broken weirdos. You know what I mean? Hasan, you've changed. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I can't relate to you anymore because you used to stream yourself yelling at the news, and now all you do is stream yourself yelling at the news, in parentheses, while rich. To be honest, seeing you in Japan was relatable. Yeah, I think like I don't have or to your original audience at least. True, but I feel like your big boy gamer vibes come out still. You have your relatable moments. You've always been bougie as fuck. Just not you have more money. Yeah, this is what I like to do. If you look at like, if you look at literally my life over the course of the past, since 2018, when I started streaming, and then since 2020, when I started streaming full time, my life was probably less relatable when I didn't stream and had a shit ton less money. Because I would at least go out. I lived in LA. I went out. I had a fucking active social life. I basically would go to nightclubs all the time. You know what I mean? Like I did all this stuff back then. I was more broke. I was significantly closer to the financial circumstances of the average Twitch viewer back then. And now, ironically, financially, I'm on the exact opposite side. Okay. Whereas I'm probably more relatable to the average Twitch viewer now with the things that I enjoy doing and the things that I do. I remember you idol stream from a like club with Will before he started. I mean, I had stopped going out back then. Yeah, you were super relatable back then. I also fucked porn stars. Only my grandparents watch the news as much as Hasan. I never relate to you. Should I? You're just a funny man I share opinions with. I mean, you don't have to relate to me.
As actual people rather than a single entity. It probably feels more like they're talking to one person than it does a crowd.
I feel like there's two different things happening. One is general viewer sentiment, which is expressed via emotes or W's and L's or like lol lamaus. And so there's many people who will spam like a similar thing.
Kick W's.
Yes, and if you see a lot of these things, then it means like they're having a good time or a bad time or whatever. And then there's like certain people who will drop more like specific messages.
I'm beginning to realize that my experience as a Twitch streamer is very different than like most people.
Well, this is the same with you, right? Like you'll have these people who do these large things, but then you'll have people who write like more specific things, and then you'll hone in on that.
Most of the time, it's people writing specific things on my chat, I would say.
You have like a larger portion.
Significantly
Probably
more
fair.
issue, people delivering their perspective on an issue. I don't think that it's a singular entity at all. I actually have a reverse parasocial relationship with my community, I would say, where I do know.
It's true.
I do know like frequent chatters and like frequent contributors to the conversation, because I do treat it more like I have the opportunity to be inside of an arena, but then literally have a direct conversation with 10.
I think you going to different countries is relatable to those who want to travel and seeing a new place with your POV, because it's not like you're going to a super bougie place like a convenience store, but like a convenience store or a zoo. You just fucking said that the things I enjoy in different countries are kind of an L. Which is not even wrong. I mean, you're right. I did, like, when I first went to Japan, that's all I did was like, when I first went to Japan, literally all I did was go to konbinis. Like, that's all I did. Scared of fish, though. And trains. God, I love public transit. Dude, the amount of trams I took in Melbourne is unimaginable. I love them. I love them so much. Especially because, honestly, like, it was the same time as getting an Uber. It is so fucking sick. God.
Tens of thousands of people at any given moment.
You'll watch him and then he'll like pull up a chatter's message and then he'll highlight it for the whole arena to see.
Yeah.
And then he'll read it out and he'll be like, your hair looks bad. And then I'll be like, okay, Jordan, 2 years ago you wrote in my chat, my haircut's good. And he'll scroll up and he'll show it. And it's like, how did you remember that?
Yeah, it's really bad. I've probably like lost formative memories. I joke about this a lot, but like I don't even know what my first kiss was like because I just have Jordan compiled, ready to go. Like, it's just, there's too much, there's not enough space for all of the.
It was Haley, we were riding the Yankee Cannonball, and she turned over to me, and I said, you're the most beautiful girl I ever met, and then she kissed me.
No, I'm lying. It was Humai. Humai, I forget what her last name is, but it was after our like extra school in Turkey in 8th grade.
Mine was 8th grade too.
Yeah.
Wait, what was yours?
She probably had like a cool child.
What was your first kiss?
My first kiss,
Is it at the GameStop?
it's like in first grade.
What?
Yeah.
First grade?
That's what I mean. She's like, she's cool. We
First
are
Well,
grade?
I kissed the guy because he brought
okay.
cupcakes.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
And
Was
that-
it, wait, like full, like, are we, because my first kiss was like full tongue.
Ew.
Yeah.
in the 8th grade? What
Yeah.
the fuck is wrong
Yeah,
with
we
you?
French kissed.
What the hell?
It was French kissing.
Did he bring the cupcakes for you? Or just did
No,
he
it was
bring...
for class.
That's embarrassing.
Wait, why'd you-
That's actually so embarrassing.
I don't know.
What
The
was his
cupcake.
reaction?
He freaked out, got in trouble, had timeout, and
He got time
he
out?
got timeout, and I remember his nose was like, you know how he's standing in the corner? So someone opened the door and it pinched his nose. Which, yeah, I'll never forget.
Ray and Ludwig miss Twitch.
I miss Twitch in some ways, specifically because I feel like Twitch has this emote culture. It's like my favorite thing that I miss about Twitch is just how you look at chat and everyone is just expressing how they feel via emotes. But on YouTube, we don't really have that emote culture. And so people type how they feel. There's a lot of opinions. There's a lot of just reading, like, you know, how people feel out loud.
Yeah, imagine being the dude that brought cupcakes, getting kissed, freaking out because you got kissed, and then having your nose pinched when you're in timeout. Just L after L after L. She altered the trajectory of his life that day.
It's just so different. Like, I don't know. It felt like less serious on Twitch.
I think the community is less engaged, and it's more like you are operating a business with a revolving door on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, which is like a regular ass door, and they get in and they sit their ass down and they're there for the show. But YouTube will be like people popping in for a bit, like, what's up, Ray?
Or someone will be like, pop in, I don't like this game. When are you gonna play this game? I'll come back in a few days, kind of thing.
Oh, they do that on Twitch too, still.
But I think people on Twitch
yeah,
get it a
but-
bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole different culture on YouTube. You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't get what
Yeah.
we go through.
You don't know
Excuse
what
me.
it's like.
I assume that over time they grow numb to the hate, having seen the same old hate comments towards them.
Oh yeah, I'm insanely desensitized. Really
What hate comments do
desensitized.
you get? Don't go,
Oh, he gets a ton of hate.
No, he doesn't.
you.
Like
he gets
what?
so much hate.
Like
Ready?
what?
Okay, well, don't go too hard.
Go ahead. What are some hate comments you get?
Well, I think what I've realized is that no one is exempt from hate. Like people you think are universally liked are never universally liked. And so like you can't please everybody. I get people who hate me and say mean stuff sometimes. Sometimes I get in spats and then there's like an overwhelming amount of hate. But I think ultimately it just, in one ear out the other. I can't put too much focus on it.
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, I'm the opposite. I put all the focus on the hate I get.
that's not entirely true. Because like in my line of work, obviously like credibility is important because I'm not just like, making like fun content, right? And so a lot of people have realized that there's a good opportunity to just be like, oh, he's not actually credible. Like before it would be like, oh, he has a house or whatever. Things that you would never even think twice about that are ridiculous. But now people will be like, oh, he's actually wrong all the time. He's wrong on this, he's wrong on that. And it's oftentimes from people who don't even have like a political opinion at all or hide their political perspective, but will like try to do that. So there are things that I have to address, which I know gets repetitive, but
Do
beyond
you have
that,
to address it? Because like I do think you're easily baited in.
You're right about that. I definitely am.
In many fields of battle, because you'll get baited by a chatter, a tweeter, a YouTuber.
The difference is the hate you get from actual disgusting humans who lie about you to normies. So of course it's frustrating. Yeah. I mean, and there's not really much you can do about it
And
anyway.
you'll respond to all of them. And I feel like some you could be right if it's gaining some traction, could be worth responding to. But I think others, you're just getting caught in the heat of the moment.
I have tuned a lot of that out. So when I do actually respond to something, because of the frequency of it, it probably comes across like I'm responding to it all the time. Holy shit, he's constantly in drama or whatever. But it's
You're
actually
saying it's happening to a much higher magnitude, and you're
yeah.
actually ignoring a lot.
Yes, I'm ignoring 90% of it, and the 10% that I do respond to, because it's so frequent, comes across as like very commonplace that I'm doing it. But you're absolutely correct. One thing that I did early on that was a big mistake for my career was I thought people will be charitable if I sit down and unpack something. And I realized that no, that doesn't matter at all. To the people that make up their minds about a certain thing, you can't really shake them off that position.
Ranch Dubois said, I assume that they consider frequent streaming collaborators as coworkers rather than friends.
Do you
That's a
think
great.
The attack your credibility, that's your entire thing. You analyze the news is more hurtful than you look awful today. Yeah. And it's crazy because like the shit that they attack my credibility on is like things that I'm right about. I know someone that shares 90% of your reviews but refuses to watch you because of your reputation and how often people hate farm you. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot of people like that. There's right now in this very space, there's at least 10,000 people that would be in this community if it wasn't for that kind of hate farming. 100%. Like 10,000 individual members of this broadcast would probably be here if it wasn't for the relentless hate farming. The way you said that was hilarious. And it's shitty. Maybe I'm biased, but I feel like the haters you have come off as sometimes genuinely dangerous, like literal Nazis. No, there are a lot of those guys. There are a lot of those guys. There are a lot of Nazis who hide that they're Nazis, obviously. But then there are a lot of people who align with those Nazis who don't admit that they are at all or come across as apolitical. And I assume that like no matter what happens, no matter what happens, I suspect that if someone watches that and is like, well, I'm going to come to my own conclusions and go in to the stream and actually watch a YouTube video or go into the stream and actually watch a stream, they will recognize like, oh yeah, no, this guy is not like the way he was presented at all. But a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't take that step and they just kind of stay in the orbit. Many other top streamers agree with so many of your takes, but can't say shit because they would go against their core audience. There's that too, for sure. I'm sure there are a lot of people who probably came in here either recently in the past couple of weeks, past couple of months, past couple of years that came in because they were geared towards hating me. And then they were like, I'm going to hate on this motherfucker personally. And then they stuck around and they watched and they were like, you know what? Okay, maybe I was a little wrong. It takes a lot of effort and self-reflection to change course on something like that. You know, bro, look at your chat names. There are big streamers who just watch you and don't say a word. It's not just that. Some people that see things online about you bring it into the stream and have a huge bias against you, so they're not open to your arguments and they're just trying to confirm the bias. Yeah, but no matter what, even when people are actually coming, there's actually a sizable chunk of that 10K that will go to Orbit streamers who agree with you just because they aren't you. It's so weird that they hate you specifically. Yeah, it is a very strange phenomenon. I don't know how to deal with it. Like I said, it's the funniest thing. I mean, I talked about this with Northern Lion yesterday. You just said people don't change. No, people do change. What? No, I fundamentally believe that people change. Whoa. Kapıyı kapatma. Çok sıcak olacak burası sonra. I was talking about this about Northern Lion yesterday. Northern Lion and I align on politics like 99% of the way. Okay? 99% of the way. And there are so many people who 100% like follow him, love him, and they're like, he's got such great opinions and just despise me at the same time. Lol cowing, that's what it is. I know. And it only works if you fall apart. But that lol cowing is exactly what happened over the course of the past couple of weeks when I was in Australia. Like people that just took my Discord messages out of context just went on their own tangent and went off in this narrative where he was like, he's so childish, he's so selfish, he's so stupid, he's fallen off. Look at him crying, saying he wants to kill himself. And it's like, yeah, if you are geared to a certain narrative, if you're geared to hate someone because other people have primed you into that position and you don't investigate further, yeah, there is a steady flow of content in that direction that will consistently drip feed you that information. I came here over rage clips. Lol cow viewers is just another word for people massively obsessed. Lol, yeah. It's the other side of parasocial obsession.
Assumption.
You can be friends with another streamer forever and ever.
I definitely have made some forever friends through streaming.
Am I one of them?
Admittedly.
Yikes.
No. Yes. Admittedly, yes.
No, it's too late, bro.
No,
you paused for 8 years.
Well, it's because I was thinking about being honest or not.
Oh
like,
my god. And I settled on lying.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, but it's just we actually hang out in real life.
Do you guys? Because I never hang out. He doesn't.
You were always streaming.
Check this guy out.
I just
Whoa.
say no to drugs. This is why we don't hang out. Drugs have changed you.
So you feel like you have made lifelong friendships?
Yes, I have. But I have made collabed with a lot of content creators and streamers that I feel like have stayed like coworkers. You know what I mean? Like,
let's run down the list. Corpse.
You're insane.
It's funny that you're saying that. I don't know a single person that I've like collaborated with that I don't see as a friend, but simply as a coworker.
There has to be someone you've collabed with that's like more of an acquaintance.
I also think you
No.
might be using the term friend loosely.
Yeah.
I guess for me, friend
I was
is
thinking
like,
like a best friend, like someone that you can talk to about personal stuff
and then I'll
outside
keep
of content.
because it's really hard to keep relationships going with many people. So we're gonna rip this, okay?
Okay.
Your birthday. I went to your birthday thing,
Wow, yeah, because I thought we were friends.
dude. I went to your birthday thing. It was literally last month.
Yeah.
It was.
That makes it so much worse because it's close in proximity to like.
You met my mom.
Oh, dude, your mom's so sweet. Yeah, that was January. It was January
8th.
8th.
I was gonna say 12th,
Eighth.
so I was gonna be wrong.
You're-
But
You
that's pretty
were-
close.
Yeah.
And then yours
Mm-hmm.
is you have Leo energy. I'm gonna go July 27th.
That's insane.
Wait, you were close.
July 25th.
Dude.
You were actually close.
And what's my birthday, you
I
bitches?
actually have no idea when his birthday is.
What's my birthday?
Your birthday is July
You're in July?
19th.
6th.
Close. Close.
I have your birthday written down on my calendar though.
I do have your birthdays in my calendar. But,
Yeah.
but I bring this birthday thing up to say that a friend to me,
He's not a Leo, he's a Cancer, just like this man whose leg you can see right here, who was born on July 18th.
is somebody who I will make the
Yeah.
effort to reach out with and keep the relationship going.
I saw your clips before and looked over them very shallowly and thought you're a delusional rich guy who tries to be relatable through commentary and common issues dramas. Only recently I realized how much I've missed due to this unfounded prejudice. Jesus Christ. I mean, hey, listen. Don't worry. There's a library of content you can browse through.
For me, I separate friends and streamer friends. And I think they're
Okay.
two separate things. And I think it can bleed over, but I think I'll find that out when I retire from streaming.
Ooh, you're gonna retire?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to retire for sure. Are you not? Are you going to do it till when you're 80?
It's, yeah,
Really?
I think so.
When
I
will
think
you
there's
retire?
always
think-
gonna be a
I-
game, and if I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna stream it.
You're going to be straight up 80 years old.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Granny Ray.
Granny Ray.
Yeah. Well,
I think
it's
you
just,
know the answer for my side.
And you're also going to stream until you're 80?
I'm
really?
I
I mean, your field, like you can do
Yeah.
that.
gets better with age.
Oh my God. Dude, I would retire within the next, I'm going to retire in the next 5
I mean,
years.
I don't think I'm gonna have like a contract forever, but I think I'll do it casually, like how I have before. Just
I will
stream
be
for
gone.
fun.
Nobody will know where I am. I'll be on a mountain.
But we're gonna be friends, so we'll know which mountain.
You'll be able to come to my mountain.
Yeah, we'll go to the
course.
mountain.
You
I'll
can
stream
come
it.
to my mountain. Well, no. No. Bad Hasan.
No.
This one comes from Jar Jar. Ludwig needs a financial advisor because he keeps getting scammed.
Jar Jar, first off, eat shit and die. Second off, I don't. I'm cool with getting scammed because I'd rather get scammed 100 times and never lose faith in humanity than get scammed and become cold and calloused. And I've also respectfully made enough money and I have it in a bank that I could lose everything I have and I'll be fine. I'll live off that and I'll make a bakery and I'll make a bread and I'll sell my bread and I'll make money doing that.
Tell
He
me where
likes
the bank
getting
is. I'm
scammed
gonna
for
scam
content,
you. Yeah. He does make content out of that.
and those videos do well.
Yeah, and well, usually they make it back except for when I got scammed out of 100K. That one definitely was tough.
Mike at Night says, I assume Hasan wishes he had even more impact than he does currently.
That's true, 100%. Yeah, I do. A lot of people,
What that mean?
I'm just one person, but I have a massive community. And what that means is, in the more like, I guess, marketable moments, like what that means is we are able to fundraise so quickly and so expediently for important causes that I care about, that my community cares about. And that's really good. But beyond that, my goal always has been, since day one, to change the, why are you laughing?
Because you did the Vivek Ramaswamy.
Oh my God.
Day one.
Yeah. No, my goal has been, since I started this, my goal has been to change people's minds, have them become more charitable to others, have them become more charitable to perspectives that they were unfamiliar with. And I feel like that's valuable because it gets a lot more people to start really understanding why they feel the way that they do or why things don't ever change and all these structural hurdles that they must overcome. And that's my goal, is to get people to basically change their framework.
So you want to make an impact, and your body doesn't quit. when is enough impact? Is there a line where you've impacted enough?
No.
So you want to impact you want to touch everyone.
You
want 7 billion people to hear you.
The more I can reach out to a broader audience that will be more interested in, you know, the structural violence of poverty or all of these different forms of repression, the better they will make their own lives as well. And that actually is a real thing. Like, as far as impact goes, the lesser seen side of the impact that I have, I think, is when, you know, every now and then there will be like an article like in Lansing, Michigan, Chipotle unionized, a Chipotle store unionized. And it was actually two dudes that were fans of mine. And they started that conversation of unionization after talking to one another. It's stuff like that that matters. When I'm able to get people to join local organizations, do mutual aid, do
Same point you made in Discord chat during Australia. Yeah, but that one didn't get put in the clip compilations. What my point was that like we are normie repellent, and the only thing we put out there is if we're just like always angry, woke, scoldy, annoying politics people, we are losing sight of the broader project, which is always to bring in as many people as possible, a larger audience, and educate them. And you can only do that with charm. You can't do that by fucking
chair.
Here, yeah, I'll change my pause face. There were several other HasanAbi heads in my union committee. It was awesome. Hell yeah. Have you considered using your privileged position to get an Ivy League PhD supervisor? No.
Charity. That is what I care about.
Streamers' careers are built on stealing content.
Hey.
I mean, the reacting stuff. I mean, you guys react a lot. I play a lot of games.
Hey,
People react to me.
I watched your old streams 2020, 2021. You responded to and yelled at chatters way less. I think that helped. Shrug. You're wrong. 2020 and 2021, I would fucking rip chatters a new asshole regularly. It's not even remotely correct. I have, over the course of the past couple of years, you're never yelling, that's wild. No, over the course of the past couple of years, I've gotten progressively less yelly. I yell significantly less now.
Yeah, I think the answer is yes. I did a survey with 30 of the biggest streamers in the world, and I asked them if they steal content or steal ideas.
I was part of that.
29 out of 30 said yes.
Two of them are here with you.
Yeah.
In the survey.
Two of the
True, used the mic peak so much more and it was so good. I missed that. Dude, by the way, I think one of the most annoying aspects of this like never ending conversation is the fact that there are so many diehard supporters of the concept that like streamers are stealing like React-gate shit. And it's always so funny because like there are YouTubers out there who also agree with that narrative, but like for the most part, most YouTubers do not agree with that. The overwhelming majority of YouTubers think that it's like a mutually beneficial situation. And it's so funny that people are still like, I don't care. I'm not consenting to this.
legendary streamers are here. 29 out of 30 said yes. The only one who didn't say yes was Tarek, who just streams Valorant all day.
Yeah.
And so I guess there's no real thievery there.
There are good ways of doing it, and then there are bad ways of doing it. I think we've dealt with the bad ways of doing it many times over. I myself have contributed to bad ways of doing it as well, and throughout that process have changed the way that I react to content. But more often than not, I'm either reacting to
questions so insanely long-windedly. I love you, chatter, but there's a reason for that. It's because people literally comb through every single thing that I just say. I mean, I'm also very long-winded in general, but like, the reality is people clip me out of context all the time, literally nonstop. It comes with the territory of streaming for 10 hours a day. And especially in a non-streaming moment like this, people will use anything and like try to weaponize it against me. So I have to make sure that I am like covering all aspects.
Those are all people that I'm chill with that are like, hey, you can watch it, and then it's like that's all cool.
Yeah, it's like you get permission, and it's like, okay, it's transformative content.
Yeah.
This one's for Ray. You talked about people assume that you're not actually a good gamer.
I mean, listen. Okay, I've played many games, okay? I've played so many games, and I feel like the benefit of playing many games is like, you know, I know how to play a lot of kinds of games. I just think it's made me very mediocre.
You kind of answered the reason for this in the other AnthonyPadilla video, weirdly enough. Yup. Yeah. I talked about this with AnthonyPadilla in the Spent a Day in the Life with HasanAbi video, where I told him, like, I try to use my language very carefully. I try to use very deliberate language, and sometimes I end up, you know, cross-referencing shit. Sometimes I end up over-describing certain aspects because I always assume that, like, the person who's listening to me is going to be coming in with an uncharitable opinion.
Correct, all of them.
I don't think you're mediocre. I think you're definitely above average.
I'm above average for a lot of games, but
very
like I'll
good.
never be like pro at any game because I diversify the type of games I play. all
You're
the time.
above average at every game you play, and you're very good at certain games.
Wow, thank you so much.
Ludwig, on the other hand, is not good at any games, and yet, because he's a man,
What do you say Ludwig for?
people assume he's good at games. I'm just defending.
Right.
Wow, thank you so much.
Aliens come down to Earth,
Okay,
and they choose you as their
Okay.
opponent.
okay.
You are able to choose the battlefield, the video game that you play to save all of humanity. What game do you choose?
Do I get like some time to practice?
You get 1 month,
1 month to practice?
and the aliens come down after that.
I would have to pick tic-tac-toe.
So you're just trying to draw, and then tic-tac-toe, eh? You're actually nasty at Fortnite. I forgot.
Yeah, no, I mean
That's the
Fortnite
one
was
game you
like
shit
the
on me at
game
Fortnite.
where, yeah, and I'd do it again.
Okay.
Happily.
Well, let's not get it.
I've shit on
mean-
you in Valorant.
No, you haven't.
Because I've carried you in
If
Valorant.
I constantly practiced a game, I could get so much better. But yeah, Fortnite was like, if I had to pick a game, it'd be Fortnite because I had a lot of practice. Like that, there was a period where I only played Fortnite, and then I stopped playing, and now I'm mediocre again.
I think you're a good gamer.
Wow,
One thing-
really?
What?
I assume that despite being very unproblematic, Ray still receives a good bit of flack.
I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just like the regular stuff that girls see online, like just sexist, racist comments that everyone receives. Literally everybody gets like hate like that. I think I've been pretty immune to that now. Like it's been happening. I mean, I've been on the internet for like 10 years now. It's been a very long time. So I've definitely seen it all. And yeah, I think it's a normal amount of hate.
She is the best Valo gamer at this table.
I think if you're a woman and you hit 100 CCV on Twitch, you get a sub button and then 2 stalkers, and it
I'm gonna-
like just
yeah,
comes with the
I'm gonna
package.
pee.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, there's just I've had a multiple handfuls of stalkers. Like there's just always somebody. It just takes that one crazy person to just.
Streamers can't and won't cook for themselves.
Last thing you cooked, go. Be honest. Go. Last time and thing you cooked.
I cook myself dinner every single night.
You cooked last night. What was it?
Yes. 2 slices of Nature's Oats bread, 80 calories. 2 eggs, 140 calories. 1 slice of low-fat Tillamook medium sharp cheddar cheese, 70 calories.
Are you describing a sandwich?
Yes, I make myself a breakfast sandwich every night.
Okay, you cook yourself a nice Sammy.
Admittedly, I used to cook a lot.
When was the last
but
time you cooked? Last time you cooked.
Last time I cooked was probably a week ago. I did make a scrambled. I put some ham in there and cheese.
I chef up, similar to you, a breakfast wrap about 3-4 times a week.
Oh, that was, so mine used to be a breakfast wrap. I changed it to a sandwich.
Admittedly, though, I do order a lot of food now. It's convenient. It's tastes better than what I can cook. It takes less time. I can multitask while I'm waiting for it. But I do tip really well.
Oh.
I do, every time.
Same.
Streamers are destroying their bodies by sitting in front of a computer for 10 hours a day.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Have you ever sat in front of a computer for 10 hours a day?
Yeah.
When was the last time you've done that?
Okay, I guess it's a little better for me because I don't stream as many hours. I stream like 60-ish hours a month, but I'm in the best shape of my life physically, but I think that's because I'm
Because you
able.
stream 60 hours a month. I stream 60 hours a week.
Check this out.
No, not a good week.
Right?
60 hours minimum.
There was a time when I first started streaming. I worked 2 jobs and streamed every single night, every single day for like 9 hours
Same.
a day. I like lost feelings in my legs. And I realized like
You atrophied?
I literally was,
Bro.
and I also ate very unhealthy because I was poor at the time too. So I was like saving up a lot. And so I was just like, I also had like a spinal injury
Jesus
from
Christ.
a car crash. So I had a pinched nerve. And so I sitting down, like it made me realize like I can't live like this. Like I have to really focus on health. And that was like the 8 years ago, long time ago. So yeah, I have to balance health and streaming. Like you have to do it or else you can't do
Yeah.
it. It's just, it feels horrible. You feel bad. You feel like you're falling apart, dying slowly, inside and out.
Something you mentioned, Ludwig.
Did I?
You did?
Okay.
Yeah. Streamers don't have a personal life.
Did I say that?
They have no time.
Oh.
You got no time.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're the one that's got no time. Dude, you both have no time.
I don't. Every day is a work day. I feel like even when I'm not working, I'm thinking about
I feel like raised poor is my financially comfy. Dude, you only think that because you think every streamer has always been in the same financial predicaments, like in the same financial situation that they've been in now. You're looking at us with like, you're looking at us at our apex, at our most successful financially, and thinking, oh, it must be like that the whole time. No. She was literally fucking working at GameStop, minimum wage. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's why it's always funny when people are like, Hasan, you're a trust fund baby. You're a trust fund baby. You're so rich. It's like, bro, there's video evidence of me being very much not wealthy. It's on this exact website. It's archived. You know what I mean? Like, you see the streamers now and you're like, oh, they've been this rich forever. That's not the case at all. Most streamers make it in their early 20s, if not before. Come on. Most of them have never really experienced normal adult life. Fine. Sure. Fair. There are 2 streamers on this fucking camera, on this monitor in front of you that didn't, though. Like, Ludwig and Ray? No, we're not talking about Ludwig and Ray. We're talking about me and Ray. I guess, well, actually, you know what? No, Ludwig was kind of broke too. I think he had a real job as well.
about the work that's coming up or the stuff that I have to do and preparing mentally for a lot of the stuff that I have to do.
You're both very different because you have no time because you're live sometimes 40% of the entire year, which is crazy because that doesn't even factor in sleep, which is another like 30% of the year, right? And then you are like a celebrity.
Projects. I have
So like you're just like in London for a week or
Yeah.
like Paris or Milan.
yeah, no, I'm leaving next week for 2 weeks to go to Milan.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I called that
and-
shit.
Yeah.
So you're just like a famous person who does, you got to do
I
like a
wouldn't
shoot
say
somewhere.
Famous.
You're like an
It's
actually
just
famous
like-
person.
I just
I'll never forget when you were on Cody Co's podcast and marveled at the fact that he had horizontal blind. Dude, what the fuck? That is such a deep cut. That is literally like, that's like 2016. That is a incredibly old podcast. That is incredibly old. That's like actually, no, I didn't call Cody broke. I was shocked at how rich he was. I don't even know if that video exists. I think he deleted that video. That video, I don't think that video is out there. That's way before TMG. I guess the video of it. Yeah, here it is. Insanely Chill with Cody Ko, the weekend edition featuring Hasan Piker. I talked with my friend and political commentator Hasan Piker about vertical blinds, The Daily Show, and the alt-right. When is it from? Where does it say? Why doesn't it say when it's what the date is? I did talk about the vertical blinds. Oh, it's from 2017.
I get presented opportunities and I just try to say yes to everything, even if they make me very uncomfortable. For example, recording a song, which I don't do music, but that's something that I've been doing in the past week. So it's just like these little projects that keep me really busy, but it's just, I don't know. I like being busy.
Yeah.
This is
I mean, I
normal,
do too.
right?
I'm also busy, but from a different perspective, which is just I have a company with 30 employees and I have a responsibility to make sure they don't lose their job.
You're freaking moguling, baby.
I'm moguling.
Yeah,
You're
it's like
moguling.
we have a team of people to, help them do them. Like I have editors and stuff. Like I have to keep busy. Yeah.
I don't think mine is specific to streaming necessarily, like yours is, or being a celebrity like yours is. Mine's just because I'm.
Why didn't you say I'm a celebrity?
Because you're not like she is.
That's weird. That's
Streamers won't have any skills after their streaming career ends, so they need to grind hours now to be able to retire.
This seems a little hurtful.
It was hurtful.
That was a hurtful thing to say.
Like
I have a journalism degree and an English degree, so I could get a job at.
You can't spell, and you're a bad journalist.
Wow.
I also have a degree.
In what?
It's a transfer degree, actually. So
Okay.
if I ever want to go back to college,
Hell yeah.
I have that under my belt. I do feel like streaming has given us some skill.
I disagree with that notion.
You think you have no? You're very good at talking. You yap away.
I will yap.
You
Yeah,
could
you're good at
do
yapping.
like what that Wolf of Wall Street guy does now.
It's just the same crimes that he did, but in crypto.
Oh, I was talking about go to colleges and campuses and speak.
Oh,
Be like a pro speaker, like what Casey Neistat does.
Oh, cool. No, I won't. I don't like that.
I
Speaker circuit stuff is lame. I'd go back to college though. I would get a PhD.
I will become a baker, and that is what I will do. So I will see you there, and those will be the skills that I have is baking bread.
I love that. That's very cute.
It'll be in my mountain.
No one is coming to your mountain.
Everyone's gonna come on my
wanna go.
mountain. Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
but like
I wanna
you
see the
can't
bread
have
and
a
the-
Oh, you've been
reliable.
invited to my mountain. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Oh, we
I'll
ran
see
out
you
of
there.
invites. We ran out of invites.
Okay, moving on.
Not going to your mountain for bread.
We ran out of invites, so you can't even come.
So, Ludwig, we had your friend Aiden on here for a bisexuals episode, and he said that your kiss was just fine. Is Ludwig a good kisser?
I gotta be honest, it's fine.
Where? How did you find this? Did an episode last week with Hasan the Hun is up. Go subscribe. It's up on YouTube too. Secret Squirrel. I'm a right-leaning moderate, so I disagree with Hasan on stuff. I do agree with on things too, but great app changed my view on some things. Secret Squirrel still following me with a Globe Twitter too. I wonder if this is a Globehead Twitter user that still likes me. Nope, never mind. They haven't posted since. They have not posted since 2018, it seems. It's a joke. Obviously, you dingus. Yeah, never mind. They died. That's why they still follow me. Because they're dead now. In memory of Secret Squirrel.
It was fine.
Ooh.
First off, I don't kiss men.
Yikes.
I feel like you've kissed
you
a lot of
definitely
men.
kissed a lot.
I've never
You've kissed me.
I've never kissed a
We've
dude.
kissed.
Respectfully, I've never kissed a dude.
We've kissed.
Okay? Never done this. And so I don't know who Aiden's talking about. But all I have to say is one, he's a snake rat bitch. And two, I went into the onsen with him, and let's just say he's not Drizzy Drake.
That's
That
a violation.
hurt people.
We had one from Mork Crispy. The choice to become a streamer is inherently unethical. While streamers like Pokimane have capped maximum donations and streamers like Valkyrae and Ludwig give back to charity, streamers like Hasan prey on viewers who don't realize it's top of the hour ad break.
Oh my.
Bro,
That was a
you-
roller coaster.
you got
That
so
was a
baited.
That is literally my stream every day.
Holy
oh my god!
shit.
I just realized.
It is the top of the hour.
Oh my lord, jeez and Lord.
You were going through
mercy.
emotions there.
That was a roller
No,
coaster.
I
was like, where is
expected
this
it. I was just
assumption?
shocked that like they would
picked
choose
it.
that
Yeah.
as a comment.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm about to go hard on this guy.
Damn, Mork. Good job, Mork.
Yeah.
Get his ass. Mork? Get his ass.
He's
Oh,
in
did
there.
you?
It's funny because it's like, the producers are HasanAbi heads too.
Right there.
with us.
Oh,
that's
okay.
funny,
Well,
that's
that makes
funny.
sense.
Hasan, you said a lot of people assume that you're like trying to hide your past and that you're not, like that's information you're trying to bury.
People will like dox my parents and stuff as a part of like their way to be like, oh dude, Hasan is comes from an affluent background. They're not rich now, but my dad was, and I talked about this quite a bit, and how it has influenced and shaped my worldview. Overall, I feel like people always like think this is a gotcha. Like they'll be like, you're a nepotism recipient, and I'm like, yeah, dog, I say it all the time. It is a part of what I try to describe to people that is like, look, I'm a very fortunate person and I recognize it and I actually talk about it quite frequently, but for some weird reason, people will always be like, he's hiding that. It's the same energy as like people being like, Hasan hides that he's rich. It's like, no, I don't at all. How could I? My subscription numbers have been public for years.
You can do the math.
Yeah, you can do the math. It's pretty obvious. Like I'm not. People think that it's a gotcha. It's not. It's something that I recognize. I recognize the privilege that I have all the time.
We're going to do a tier list of streamers who you think would be best to have with you to survive on a desert island. We're gonna start off with Lily Pichu.
F.
F.
Absolutely FG.
F tier.
There is no shot I'm picking Lily to
Yeah.
survive in the wild.
Okay.
Maybe D tier. She could bring up the vibes with music.
F.
Okay.
Yeah.
Disguised Toast.
D.
D.
I feel like he would come up with like really good ideas for survival, but probably not be able to execute them very well.
I also worry that if it came down to us needing to eat each other, he would make the decision to eat me.
I'd probably eat you too.
What
Now that
are
I think
you?
about it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm flattered.
He's got a whole lot of ass.
Hear this, Aiden?
He's still thinking about it.
Asmongold.
F. Oh my. Okay, but
F. Actually, F.
who is worse at surviving, Lily or Osmond?
Asmongold is literally in a survival situation in his everyday existence.
And he's a professional at it. He's surviving.
You're right. I get where you're going with this.
No, what do you mean? Unless they have like a crate of Diet Coke and Doritos, I don't.
He can
Did
go
you
to
see the
distance.
way he grabbed that cockroach off his
True,
shoulder?
he wasn't
grabbed it
brave.
without fear. He's desensitized.
You know what? I've moved him up. He's C tier.
Yeah, he's C tier for sure, because like
He's
he
not
does
afraid
not
of-
care.
No.
Yeah,
He does
I
not
think
fear
he'd
the
survive.
wild.
Tarek.
He's jacked now.
He has been lifting. He can
But-
lift a log.
No,
But he can't cook.
he can't do anything.
Would his shooting skills like translate
No.
to the real world
Not at all.
from Valkyrae?
Not even a little bit.
No, I love Tarek, but that boy's dying on that island. There's no way.
I would throw him like at a C or D.
I think a C.
Like he has physical prowess.
Yeah.
That's pretty much that's it though.
Slime.
S tier.
S tier.
Mm-hmm.
You think slime is capable?
really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is he he's a wild kind of guy? Does a lot of outdoorsy stuff?
World champion fighter.
Okay.
Killer vibes. If that's what you wanted to talk about earlier. Plus, I went fishing with him, and he did okay.
You're just lying for your boy. You want him on the island.
You know, I know what you're doing.
What? What am I
You're
doing?
gassing slime up so that Aiden feels bad.
No, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, this is not the yard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
truly love and believe in slime. Sorry. I guess I'll knock him down to A if that makes you guys feel better.
Pokimane.
Respectfully, D.
Yeah.
I think D.
No, F tier.
F.
Yeah.
No,
If
she's
we're-
been working out.
I think she's more
I think
physically
she-
fit.
Yeah, she's
Okay, she's more physically fit than Lily
able.
Pichu.
Yeah.
Yes, she's more
That's
physically
valuable.
Okay,
able.
D tier. Fine.
Can she start a fire?
That's a good question. I can start a fire by hand with my hands.
I can also start a fire with.
Dead ass?
Yeah.
Me and
With
you
D10.
are freaks.
I've done all
You
of
can't do
this
what
stuff.
we do.
I've literally done all of this.
You can't do what we do.
Can't.
There's a very real reason why I don't like nature. My mom, thinking that this was like a cool experience, sent me to a 21-day survival training camp, and it was intense. It was very intense, but I know how to do all of that stuff. Canadian maple leaf is the best type of leaf to wipe your ass with when you're out in the wild.
Sea Dog VA.
He's a bit prissy. He's British.
Yeah.
So
Good vibes, though.
killer vibes. He's done a few camping things, and I've gone camping with him.
He probably has some knowledge about camping.
He is.
You mean
He's
like
somewhat
epigenetic
knowledgeable.
memories from the whales?
Yeah.
All different types of sheep?
I would throw him B tier.
C, B.
I think he's higher than Asmin. Yeah.
Oh,
He's more
wait,
capable.
You put Asmin at C, actually.
Yes. Yeah.
B tier is fine,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I think.
Okay.
I think B.
Germa.
He's yacked.
He is strong.
He's strong, he's physically fit, he's very tall, he's like 6'5".
I think that was just fat camp, dude. No, it was definitely not fat camp.
Are you thinking of Germa? Are you describing yourself?
I'm just
Hasan?
gassing him up.
Yeah.
I was just gassing him up. He's a cool guy.
None of these have been true yet.
No, he is jacked. He's way more jacked than you. Yes. Have you not seen old Germa? Old
ago.
Germa used to look like he was in the ROTC.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he seems very capable.
S tier.
Smart guy.
Point Crow.
Well, one, I think he's physically fit. We saw how he performed in physical bouts. But I think that he's smart. Like, he would be able to figure things out.
A.
I think he's S.
People have died at that camp you went to, I'm sure. Yes, this is true. They have.
He's a collegiate.
You're handing out S's like none other for
To only his
content
friends.
creators.
He's a
yeah.
collegiate athlete, and he also is an avid Survivor fan.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Absolutely. S tier, 100%.
I think he's watched damn near every season.
Yeah,
He has.
if you love Survivor, then you're probably good at surviving.
I think you're
Learned a
right.
lot.
S tier, 100%.
Kai Snat.
He did live in a house where there were rats and stuff.
I feel like it's lower than A. I want to say it's B.
I don't know how capable
he
he
work
is on his
out?
own.
Yeah.
Yeah, he works out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's also physically fit, but I don't know how capable he is in braving the elements.
In the wild.
Probably more than Asmin, so B.
I'm
I'll
gonna
throw
say
B.
I'm gonna say C tier. Wow. I'm gonna say C tier.
Controversial.
Austin Show.
F.
Absolutely F.
F.
Garbaggio.
Yeah.
I went to a camp with him, and I've never been more frustrated watching a person try to start a fire. He cannot light a fire, even with a lighter and newspaper. It was traumatic for me. Like, I learned a lot about him.
He's all looks, no impact.
He looks great.
Couldn't do shit in the wild.
Will Neff.
S tier.
S tier.
Yeah, it's S.
Yeah.
He probably wants to do this.
He would volunteer to
The only reason why I say
go survive for free.
The only reason why I say F tier is because he'd kill everyone and then survive on his own.
Cutie Cinderella.
Ooh. Well, can't get to the island because she
I would
doesn't
say she's
fly.
S.
She
That is good. That's funny. She knows how to cook.
She has a lot of really big fears, and flying is one of them. Where it is just, I feel like there's gonna be some fear that she can't do in the wild. Like, is there something in the wild that she's very traumatic for her?
Everything. She's-
Everything
Everything.
would scare her, but she would still get it done. S tier.
I think she has organizational prowess. She knows how to cook. These are really big bonuses
She
because a
can
lot of
definitely
streamers
cook. So if I caught a fish, she could cook it.
normally, if she didn't have all the other like the genuine fear of everything,
Yeah.
I would say that she's easy S tier. But I think that because of the fears and
fears.
whatnot, it like
It's
greatly
hindering her.
draws it back down to like B tier.
B's nice.
I think B's.
I'll take B.
Valkyrae.
Listen, let me pitch. Okay.
Pitch.
I grew up
S
in
tier.
the wild. Okay.
You grew up in the wild.
I grew up in East Washington. Okay.
She put a stank on it. She said Washington.
I used
You
to play
hear
in the dirt all the time. I was such a tomboy. I went camping a lot. I went hiking. Summer camps. I've gone fishing in Alaska. Caught a 30-pound salmon.
Caught a 30-pound
I've
salmon.
gone crabbing before. I
Look,
have.
you gone crabbing?
Yeah, I have.
Crustaceans and all
Yeah.
that?
Yes, I used to touch grass. It's true. It's true.
That has deteriorated. Because you went to, tell me about almond camp. Were you good?
Almond camp. In fact, it was called Camp Seneca, and there was like a group of 20 people. Only 3 of us made it to the top, and I was one of them. And I remember the view. It was a beautiful view.
D tier. No, I think you'd be good.
I mean, but to be fair, it's been a while since I've participated in outdoorsy things.
I said it S tier.
You locked down S?
Yeah.
Meet me halfway. Let's go D. You put yourself S?
No, I would put myself at.
She being humble.
I'd put myself
That's
at
nice.
an A. I know how to make a
She
fire.
was not being humble.
I'll give
Never
you A.
mind.
I'll give you A. I
Really?
think knowing how to make a fire is the most
It's
crucial
so
part.
important.
Hasan Piker.
F.
F, absolutely.
Easy S tier.
S tier.
Easy.
Okay, he did.
There wouldn't be enough
go
food
to
on the
that.
island to sustain you.
That's
no.
true. You would eat
No,
all
actually,
day.
that is a major benefit. I have more to lose, therefore I can have a longer run time without eating.
I would cut you open and sleep in you like they did in Star Wars.
All the things that you mentioned, I also know how to do. I vibe with animals very well. I can make a fire. I know how to make a bear bag, which is
Prove it to me. Mime how to make a fire right now. Do the
Mime how to
motion.
make a
Yeah,
fire.
mime making
like
the fire.
This.
Yeah.
Okay, here. There you go. I put it down and then.
No.
What?
You gotta go down.
Okay, dude.
I'd put you at S.
No offense, like if you see too many animal fears, no. Land animals I love. I just don't fuck with sea animals. I love all land animals.
F.
Because you went to that 21-day survival thing.
I've done it all. I've choose not to for that reason.
And lastly,
You gotta say Ludwig, aren't you?
yes.
F tier.
I mean,
I knew you were gonna.
have
hurt
you ever, like,
I mean, yeah, gotta give it back to you.
me. Have I ever what?
I don't know, gone camping, like real camping?
Have I ever gone real camping?
Yeah, real camping.
I basically invented the sport. I'm from New Hampshire.
Is he?
He is from New Hampshire,
Is
but
he
what does
from
that have to do with anything?
But that's what we call homes.
Oh, okay.
I just found out that there is a tsunami warning in Japan, and the first thing I did was text March. I said, if you die in the tsunami and we can't put out a new episode, I'm fighting you. To which he responded with, this is a crazy series of texts to wake up to. To which I responded with, there's a tsunami warning. To which he responded with, I hope it kills me. There's a video from a webcam facing the Taipei skyline. Shows the moment of preliminary 7.5 magnitude earthquake in Taiwan just moments ago. What the fuck is falling? Oh, leaves off of the tree. Bro, the camera is shaking, but so are the fucking buildings, so you can't tell the buildings are shaking. Bro, Garnt got the worst day. The weather looks so shit. Is your mind's way of coping that you aren't there? Dude, my Instagram feed is now simply videos of best places to go in Japan for thrift shopping. Here's the best place for soft pancakes in Japan. My entire Instagram feed is just random channels, random accounts that I've never followed before, all talking about Japan. It calls for me so hard.
Okay.
Look, I've done this. I did 24 hours in the wild,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to make a fire by scratch.
I was just about to say the only thing you got going for you is that if there's like a YouTube angle to it, you've like probably tried it out.
I've gone fishing recently. I had to
Okay.
drink a beer every 30 minutes, and I went fishing. I got really pissed drunk, and
Did
so
you catch a fish?
I've done those fish.
Okay.
You f***ed a fish.
That's not exactly what I was going for, but I feel like it did come out that way.
Yeah. Okay.
I would
feel like
I would give myself a C tier.
really a C?
Yeah,
I was gonna give you an S.
I feel like I'd be the Mario of surviving in the wild.
No, I think you're
my
higher than
God.
that. All jokes aside, I know you bumped me up to a D. I would say you're a D as well.
I
Tier.
feel like you could
take that.
survive really well.
Is there any other things y'all want to talk about? Any other assumptions?
I would say most of streaming is not this. I think we are in a very select few spots that exists
Yeah.
of being a very big streamer, which we've gotten into through various paths of luck and
Yeah.
and
Yes.
work
We
and
got
whatever.
very lucky. I feel like timing for certain things got us to where we are today.
But
This is an anomaly.
This is so funny. Has the song covered the earthquake in Taiwan that just happened a minute ago yet? Like, as I was done covering it, that's so funny. I can't tell if this dude is just fucking memeing, if he doesn't realize that it's the top of the hour, and maybe he wanted to fucking segue me and is getting cooked. Like, what happened here? How does this always happen? Motherfuckers be like, whoa, why aren't you talking about this? As I'm done talking about it in that very moment. They have to be memeing. Have you watched this video yet? Legendary streamers respond to assumptions about them. No, I haven't watched it.
Anomaly.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not normal.
7
It's-
million people go live every month, and like 50,000 are partners, and maybe 10,000 are able to do it full time. So, you know, you're
And like,
looking,
and even through that, you're thinking of when someone thinks of Twitch streaming or YouTube streaming, they're thinking of the top 100 people.
Yeah.
And that is not reflective of the 10,000
Yeah.
that you're
How many
mentioning
people
at
do
all.
stream? People try to get into streaming for money because they
Why do you follow House of Junko? What is House of Junko?
see like the top like 1%, like the life that we have is just it's so lucky. Like it's very lucky. It's very rare to have like this kind of life. But I just really feel like if you want to get into streaming, truly do it as a hobby and for fun, and don't just quit your job just to like try streaming. For me, like I was working overtime for like 2 years before I like decided to fully commit to streaming. So it's just take your time with it, have fun, and if it works, then it works. But it's a very timely thing. It's been like years, decades for some of us. It's a long, long, long grind.
Okay, someone wanted all of y'all to stand up.
Oh, come on. This is an attack.
All right, well, I mean, it's worse for him, honestly.
Oh, watch out for
I mean,
the light.
do I
Watch
just,
out
like,
for the
stand right
ceiling,
here?
Hasan. Okay.
I,
You are literally cheating. Okay, I took my shoes off, so like
bro, you look
Okay.
small as hell.
Are you standing on something? That's
Should
so
I?
funny.
he's
Oh my god, he's on his tippy toes. That's so
He's on
funny.
his tippy
my
toes.
tippy toes.
Okay, can
Yeah?
I put my shoes on?
You, dude. You don't even have shoes
What
on?
happened? Why
No,
did
I
why did
took
that
my
impact
shoes
you?
off. Now I'm gonna put my shoes on.
I'm just sitting relaxed now.
Why did that impact you so much when I just gave you a light push like that?
Stop doing it.
Chill, bro.